I'm Molly McManus with Cornell Cooperative Extension of Broome County. Welcome to Savoring the Flavors of the Southern Tier, a collaboration between Southern Tier independent restaurants, the Greater Binghamton Chamber of Commerce, Cornell Cooperative Extension of Broome County, and sponsored by IBM. This project is an opportunity for some of our local chefs to share one of their unique culinary creations and to guide us through the steps of preparation. Our demonstration site is the Commercial Kitchen, located in the Farmers Market building on the Cooperative Extension campus. Dining in or doing takeout, our local restaurants stand ready to serve you.
Hello, I am Chef Tyler Kendall. I am the executive chef of Antonio's Bar and Trattoria in Endicott, New York. Today I'm going to be demoing two of our signature dishes, the chicken Sorrento and our Risotto Cakes. All right, for the chicken Sorrento, you're going to need boneless chicken breasts, all-purpose white flour, fresh rosemary, sun-dried tomatoes, artichoke hearts, prosciutto, fontina cheese, butter, Madeira wine, and extra virgin olive oil. And then from there, we're gonna go to the saute pan with some extra virgin olive oil. Okay, we're gonna start with our boneless chicken breasts, which we're gonna dredge in our all-purpose white flour. Make sure that they're nice and evenly coated, so you get a nice crispiness on the chicken as it goes in the pan. The coating of the flour over it helps so the sauce will stick to the chicken to ensure that the flavor is on the chicken itself. Now we're going to take our Madeira wine. After we flip our chicken breasts, a nice browning on one side, a little crisped up. Gonna add our Madeira wine. Careful, it's gonna flame up. Very important to burn off the alcohol. So like I said before, we're trying to get the taste of the spirit and not the flavor of the alcohol. Now that you've seen all the flames have burned off, add some vegetable stock. You can use chicken stock, beef stock, whichever, but vegetable stock seems to work the best for me. You add about a cup's worth of stock. Just enough to kind of lightly go over the edges of the chicken. From this point, we're going to add rosemary. Sun-dried tomatoes. Artichoke hearts. Couple slices of fontina cheese over the top of the chicken. I like to shred the prosciutto up into small kind of ribbon-like pieces to build like a little crown on top of this. So when it's in the oven, it crisps up the edges of the prosciutto. Gives a little more of a crunch. Then from this point, we're going to be going into the 500-degree convection oven. Now that the prosciutto is crisped up, and everything is mingled in the pan, we're going to take the chicken out of the pan and all the other ingredients, add it to our plate. Now we're going to take a little bit of our butter, we're going to squish it into like a little ball, toss it in our flour and make a little nugget of butter and flour. This is going to add a little bit of buttery flavorness and thicken the sauce for us. You might want to do a couple of these. Just kind of folding the flour into the butter. So when the butter melts, it fuses with the flour and it doesn't give you all those chunks of flour floating around in your sauce. We're going to start the heat back again, about a medium heat. Make sure to use your towel to grab your hot handle. Now we're adding in our knobs of butter. I like to use a whisk to help mix everything all together and break up any bits of flour that might fall off of the butter knobs. Now that you kind of got into the consistency you're looking for, now we're going to go from here over your dish. Okay, so we're going to start with our risotto cakes now. And if you do not have a deep fryer at your house, you can also use just a small saucepan with some either vegetable oil or olive oil. And then you'll need your risotto. You can use leftover risotto if you want to make risotto specifically to make risotto cakes, you can do that as well. From there, we're going to add in our Parmesan cheese. And then once we have added that in, we're going to form our risotto cakes by hand and then dredge them in a egg wash bath. From there, we're going to bread them with Japanese panko breadcrumbs. Then from there, they go into the fryer. It can be between 300 to 350 degrees. Whatever the smoke point is for the oil you're using is highly recommended so you don't smoke your whole house out. We're going to start with our risotto. Like I said, if you made risotto the night before and you want to use some leftover risotto, you could use that, or if you want to specifically make risotto for this dish, you can. We're going to add in some Parmesan cheese, maybe about half a cup's worth there. You're going to mix this all in by hand. Just get a nice even mixture between risotto and Parmesan cheese. Make sure it squishes all together nicely. You're going to take about a palm size bunch of risotto, squish it into a ball. And a trick that I use to get a good cake is to use the corner of a cutting board. Just kind of squish it down and turn to ensure that you're locking in all those sides to get a nice perfect circle. And there you go. We crack our eggs into our mixing bowl. Make sure you don't get any shells in there. It's a crunch you don't want. Take your whisk, beat your eggs so the yolk is nice and evenly mixed with the white. Take your cake, sure it's evenly coated on all sides with the egg, and from there we're going to add it to our breadcrumb. If you're doing this by hand, make sure that you use one hand for dry, one hand for wet, otherwise you're going to have a nice cakey mess on your fingers. It's evenly coated. Should get any excess off. And then you're ready to go in the fryer. All right, now you're going to gently place your risotto cake into your hot oil. Should only take a few minutes. You got nice 300 to 350 degree oil. You're looking for a nice golden brown, crispy outside. Now that you have a nice golden brown on your risotto cakes, they're ready to be plated, and we're serving them with some fresh marinara sauce, and you garnish with a little bit of Parmesan. Now that you know how to make this dish, you can come down to the restaurant and try some of our other wonderful dishes we have in Little Italy and Endicott. Come down and visit us. We have weekly specials every week, and we're always doing something new. Thank you.